Okay, so there's like no other way to really start this. It's only gonna get later as I wait. So before we get into this, over these next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be doing some offline segments. As you can see, chat is not up. I decided to take a little bit of a streaming break, so if there's anything you all want me to cover, drop it in the comments below at all. I might cover it, I might not cover it, but you know what, I'm more likely to cover it if you actually say it in the comments. So, with that being said, you all saw the video title, you all saw the horrific thumbnail I'm sure I'm going to throw together in first period tomorrow. We are going to be talking about a little artist on Twitter by the name of Kyle Larry, the at. Oh, hold up. I still have the browser window up. Okay. So, many of you may know. Oh God, I'm not used to this, as you can all see, and I'm also very tired. But many of you all will know Kyle Larry, by just their lovely art depicting various characters from the genre. There's a tweet, an evergreen tweet, that says something along the lines of like, this form of art is like fast food for incels. Kyle Larry traffics in like this kind of art, and most of it is relatively inoffensive. It's just kind of boring, if I'm being honest. Well drawn. I'll give Kyle Larry that. It's well drawn. I'll give Kyle that. But very recently, Kyle did a little bit of an oopsie, and by a little bit of an oopsie, I mean horrors beyond man-made comprehension, and drew this image of the character Anya from Spy Family being taken to a certain place, as we can see here. Kyle uploaded this apparently on Holocaust Remembrance Day, Memorial Day. It's a picture of a character being dropped off at Auschwitz, because apparently that's what humor has devolved to in the modern day. So, let's talk about this a little bit, okay? You see a lot of idiots defending this as like dark humor, and oh my god, it's just dark humor. Oh, it's fine. Oh my god, it's just dark humor. You know, dark humor, okay, can be funny. It can be good. But dark humor actually has to be, and this may shock you, humorous. There are many people who have been able to do dark humor and employ it in a way that is actually funny and actually addresses a nuanced topic, you know? Like a George Carlin, for example. George Carlin, greatest comedian of all time, used dark humor in his comedy to make specific points. The only thing about this that is dark or humorous, but in like the term dark humor, this is just dark. There's nothing funny about it, yeah? There's nothing funny about just looking at someone and going, Holocaust, like, that's not funny. You know? It's literally just like shock value. And shocking people, it can be part of comedy, it can be part of commanding an audience in comedy, but it isn't the only thing that you should go for. And clearly, this is one of those situations where it falls flat just because it isn't funny. Because what is the punchline here? Genuinely, like, oh my god, this is so dark. This is so screwed up. That's all. There's nothing funny here. And now this person, they even acknowledge it in their bio. They are now known as that artist, because apparently being known as the artist guy who drew a character from an anime getting dropped off at Auschwitz, for fuck's sake, on Holocaust Remembrance Day. Apparently that's something that is like notable now. But all of that, you know, to reiterate, dark humor is a very specific, you have to carry it out in a way that is actually funny, you know? And I would genuinely, like, you know, if there's anyone in the comments who want to defend this guy, genuinely tell me where the humor in this is, please. Because, like, it's like that one clip of, like, BMO from Adventure Time, and, like, Finn is like, well, BMO, maybe you just don't understand comedy, and BMO's like, maybe you're just not funny. Like, this just isn't funny. It's just messed up for the sake of being messed up, and it's in bad taste. Especially on the day that this was uploaded. Like, come on. But all of that, I also want to talk a bit about some of the idiots defending this whole thing. You have a couple of people. Oh yeah, to go back to what I was saying. Yeah, no, literally this, like just being shocking and being like, just doing all of these, you know, this doesn't constitute dark humor, okay? That's just, there's a difference between between engaging in dark humor and being a dick. This is being a dick, okay? Like there's a difference in these two things. But, you know, as well as this, like, you have, like, idiots on the internet, like, defending this, you know, this is one of those, like, people saying, oh, this is the worst thing I've saw, and I'm, like, mocking people for saying that. Is this the worst thing I've seen on the internet? No. Is it, like, in the top 10, 20 contenders? Hell no. But just because there are worse things doesn't diminish how bad this is, as this tweet I've just shown would imply. This is also a classic Nintendo fan move, you know, the family company, since this person, apparently, whose tweet I showed, has their Switch friend code in their Twitter bio, because of course they do. It's mostly, thankfully, just people crapping on this whole thing. But I have seen some people trying to defend this. I have seen some people also doing a little bit of posting, a little bit of a groipering in the comments. Someone made a cookies joke. I can't find it now, but, you know, anyone who knows about, like, Nick Fuentes and the cookies joke knows what I'm talking about. Just straight up denial in that. So, yeah. And then you have, like, one person here saying, like, oh, like, this is just bad timing. Like people do dark shit all the time, but this is just bad time. This was intentional timing. And no matter the timing, it doesn't, like, it makes it slightly worse considering the day that this was posted. But at the same time, it's just bad regardless. So, like, you know? Like flat out. And then I've also seen idiots saying, like, oh, like, it's interesting. It's interesting how people didn't say anything about this until you criticized the one group that you aren't supposed to That's because most of this guy's art up to this point has just been, like, the weakest definition of edgy ever possible. Oh, look, Doki Doki lit. Oh no, Natsuki gets fucking the shit beaten out of her. Oh no, like, it's literally, quite literally, just the most vapid art ever. Again, fast food for incels is what most of this art amounts to. Of course, people aren't gonna say anything about it up until let's get past that. I don't think that's enough to get me nude. I've checked this Twitter account before. Most of it seems clean, outside of like some suggestive shit, which passes on YouTube. But yeah, most of this art is just vapid, and then you have like this. It's like, you know, if someone like walks in a building and you only see like the side of their face, and then they turn around and they have like a massive fucking horn like protruding out. Like, of course you're gonna fucking notice that. Most of it is just like vapid art meant to appeal to like loser anime fans, and it is mostly loser anime fans who are trying to defend that tweet. Yeah, and before any anime fans say anything, there's a big difference between being an anime fan and a loser anime fan. You know, me personally, I am actually an enjoyer of Spy Family. This is a keychain a friend gave me, and it's on my little headphones. I'm an enjoyer of Spy Family. I think it is a very fun slice of life. I think I like the character designs. It's kind of funny. You know, it's like a nice chilled out. It's not like something I would recommend to a lot of people, but it's nice and chilled out, you know? But when I think of Spy Family, I think funny spy drama with like a little bit of wholesomeness to it, maybe. I said the Reddit word, I know, shoot me. With a little bit of wholesomeness to it, not this poor excuse for comedy drawn by someone with entirely too much time on their hands, and just a sad waste of artistic talent. So, once again, I would like someone to point me to where the humor is in that image, and like why it isn't just messed up and just kind of in bad taste. So be my guest in the comments. And speaking of comments, make sure to comment what you may want me to cover in the future. You can also follow me on my Twitter, links in the description, and join the Discord server, links in the description as well. We're almost at 100 people on the Discord server, which is just amazing. I didn't expect it to grow that fast. Make sure to hit that like button if you liked it, share it to someone who may also share my opinion, or maybe not, so that you can convince them otherwise. You know, maybe try to get them to figure out, you know, how this really isn't funny and it's just more shocking than anything. And you know, YouTube words. With that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Gotta hit the stop record button.